What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, here to talk about the biggest dopamine rush I've ever had. So we were hiking in Acadia. Now, we went on this Northeast trip, and we hiked in Bar Harbor, Maine. We went through Acadia. It was so gorgeous. And there's this one hike we went on. We climbed up. It was vertical, straight up. Never done that before. I've never been on a hike where I had to use my hands as much as my feet to grab onto rocks, grab onto things. And it was hard, not gonna lie. Now, props to my family, my kids, and my wife for doing it with me. It was amazing. It was something I'll never forget. But I've never experienced this before, at least not outside of a competition setting. Now, winning a big football game, I felt something similar. Getting my pro card. Now, I never really got a dopamine rush from winning bodybuilding shows. Like when I won like the Carolina Clash or the Gold's Classic or whatever show I won, even with my NABA pro card, I never really got it. I did get that dopamine rush when I earned my pro card at the 2021 Masters USAs because I didn't expect to do it. It was the biggest dopamine rush I've ever felt in my life. Now, I've had those rushes before, different kind of feeling though, different kind of emotions, like having children, getting married, this and that. So we get up and finally, after over an hour of climbing vertically, we get to the top. And I remember standing there, breathing in that fresh air. It was in the 80s, but there was a breeze. And I looked down upon this horizon, and Jordan Pond is below us. And for that moment, I felt this euphoric rush of dopamine. Now, dopamine is a very, very, very critical hormone. If you look at all the stuff Huberman talks about, cold plunges and, basically that reward hormone, right? That's dopamine. So when you get out, you have this dopamine rush that carries you for hours afterwards, right? Cold shower as well, cocaine, drugs. These are all working on the dopamine system. And when you abuse dopamine, for example, your phone, every time you pick it up, you check your texts, you check your tweets, you check your messages on Instagram, you check whatever, that gives you a dopamine rush. Now, a smaller one, but when you get too much dopamine, you kind of become less accepting to the dopamine. You become dopamine resistant, which is why you see this big rush towards anti-porn. When I was a kid, man, you found your parents' Playboy, you're like, holy shit, there's titties in here, right? Now, porn is all over the place. You go on your phone, go to Pornhub, there's boom. Are you 18? Yeah, sure. Boom, I'm 18. And boom, they're there. You're looking at porn. So you're so exposed to dopamine, video games, your phones. So the rush to get this dopamine can sometimes lead to unhealthy habits. Now, I like to keep my dopamine low, meaning control it. I don't watch porn. I kind of don't like it. I kind of find it disgusting, unrealistic. But I've watched porn. I'm not saying I've never seen a porno movie. Not my thing. Masturbation, another thing. You masturbate, you get that dopamine rush, you get the hormones rushing, and then it's gone. Whereas I like to keep all my sexual activity to sex with my wife because it can inhibit a male's ability to perform sexually. Like you look at sexual disorders, sexual dysfunction, a lot of it can be linked back to overconsumption of porn and masturbation. The data is not conclusive, but it's coming out, no pun intended. So one of the reasons I lift and one of the reasons I love exercising is due to the dopamine release. Today, for example, I wanted to get 6 reps at a certain weight to be able to raise that weight for the next workout. I did 4 reps the workout before. I do legs 2 to 3 times a week. Then I did 5. Today I needed to hit 6. And I had 1 in the tank and I was really excited about that. When I hit that 6th rep, put the weight up, I had a mini rush. It wasn't as exhilarating as looking down at Jordan Pond, but I had that rush. So with that being said, accomplish things, set goals that you can attain that'll give you that mini rush, right? Like perhaps doing something at work, getting a promotion. That's a pretty big rush, right? Micro rushes, right? Going to the gym, hitting a PR, maybe running your fastest mile. Nice rush, that reward, your dopamine just flows over. Maybe you want to get a little one from taking a cold shower, a cold plunge. That's a good rush. But I like those big, hairy, audacious goals. They're called BHAGs in business. Big, hairy, audacious goals for me, that dopamine rush, the mini rushes of hitting PRs, looking better and better every week, and then getting the pro card. That was a BHAG. That was a severely awesome dopamine rush. However, climbing up that mountain, yeah, I stay in shape. I hike about 2 to 3 times a week locally. We might go on a weekend, a bigger hike. We've been doing some of those, but we didn't really do any prep for this. But that rush I got was probably my biggest rush I've had, bigger than getting my pro card, is getting up there. So look after those big, hairy, audacious goals. Doesn't mean you have to train for them like a bodybuilding show, but maybe one weekend you're like, oh, you know what? There's a beautiful park up here called Radnor Park in Nashville. I'm gonna go up to Radnor, and instead of doing the easy trail, I'm gonna do the moderate trail. Instead of doing the moderate trail, I'm gonna do the hard trail, right? I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna set a PR on something safely, obviously. I'm gonna go for a mile run. Instead of just doing my run, I'm gonna go for a PR. Those are the ways to get it. But again, guys, it's all about getting better every single day. If you get better every single day, then you will never slow down. I'm 43 years old and I'm doing things, I'm lifting weights, I'm looking better than I looked in my 30s. And in my 30s, I looked pretty damn good. And in my 40s, in my early 40s, I won my pro card. And now I believe if I decided to compete, I could do much better than I did, a year, 2 years ago when I competed, because I keep improving. Do I plan on competing? No, I don't. However, I will say that just sharing this moment with you guys, find some things outside of your norm, because you might find something you love. And for me, hiking and getting that and climbing things, basically, it just kind of changed me as a human being. And now all of our vacations, like we have fall break, we have spring break, we have winter break. Instead of looking at maybe we should go lay out at the beach in Cancun, or maybe we should go to Florida, it's like, no, you know what? Let's go to Yellowstone. Let's go to the Northwest. Let's do some hikes, because not only did I feel that rush, my entire family fell in love with it. Be a part of nature, be a part of Earth, go out there, explore the world. If you live in America, you don't have to travel. You don't have to go international. There's plenty of good stuff here. There's plenty of places to go. Might I recommend Maine? Maine is gorgeous. Maine is amazing. Just don't go in the winter. New Hampshire, amazing. Also, if you have stuff to buy, there is no sales tax and there's no state tax. If you know, a lot of libertarians moved out to New Hampshire and kind of took that shit over. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Speaking of the economy, speaking of New Hampshire, I made a coupon code. We have cookie dough outright bars back in stock. So to celebrate that, I'm giving 10% off the entire site at tigerfitness.com. Coupon code is dough, like cookie dough. D-O-U-G-H, cookie dough. Wait. Coupon code is dough, D-O-U-G-H. Saves you 10% off everything, every single product at tigerfitness.com, from apparel to energy drinks, whatever brand you like, Blackstone Labs, Core, MTS Nutrition, Outright, you name it, 10% off, coupon code DOUGH. Thanks for watching. Support this channel. Again, shop at tigerfitness.com. Share this video, like it, subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell if those even still exist. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey, because I'm evolving, and I expect in the next 5 to 10 years that I'll be a completely different person I am now. A better person, a bigger person. Not bigger necessarily physically, but bigger as far as spiritually. Thank you so much, guys. That's not a game. MTS Nutrition Machine Whey is the best protein in the world, and we want everyone to try it. The problem is, what flavor should you try? We made it easy. For $9.99, you get 4 of our best flavors: peanut butter cookies and cream, mint cookies and cream, chocolate chip cookie, and fruit cereal, plus a free shaker cup. Anyway, tigerfitness.com has it. Go get it now, try it, and we know that you will fall in love with MTS Whey.